I've come off a night shift. I've been out all night. I'm tired, I'm grumpy. You know what that means. It's time for a rant. Let's go.
Join the fight. Join the fight. With the elite older gamer shining bright.
Hello everyone, it's your elite older gamer, the OG. And yeah, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. We need to talk about this. Now, before I go into this rant, there is some amazing things to it, of course. But the weakness of it is so weak that it's quite shocking in 2025. I can't believe it. It needs a rant. It's such a letdown as it stands. Now, granted, let's hope they fix it. But if you're going to release this on day one, what are you doing? Right, let's share the screen and let's get into it. Right, now, what I will say is I'll start with the positives, because obviously there are some, okay? This is your menu screen. We got play, okay? And if we go offline, look at this epicness. Just take a look at that. Even the 32X version, which by the way, is rare as hell. But anyway, all these versions, multiple versions of Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3. Okay? That Deadly Alliance, that's the handheld. You've got to have the normal as DLC in the end, surely. So these are your handhelds, right? You got all of them. You got the arcades, which is nice. You got consoles, a blend of all the console games. Having them two in there is nice. With a rewind mode. Rewind mode's really easy to use. And then you got the handhelds. Okay? So, if you want to play these games offline, then it is an incredible collection. To have them all in one place is undoubtedly amazing. It just is. Right? So I'm standing by buying it. But let me take you why through its garbage. Okay? Now, the Crypt, the documentary is also amazing. It takes you through like a complete timeline of how it came to fruition, and even pulling in other games. They mentioned Street Fighter, they mentioned Pit Fighter, they mentioned Smash TV. Look, it's really, really good. Honestly, it's worth a watch. But you'll probably find it online quick soon anyway. I dare say somebody's probably already strung it all together and put it on there. But that is quite epic. The character select screen gives you a history of all of them, what games they were in. So if we go to the legend that is Johnny Cage, you know, it shows you what game they're in and stuff like that. Nice touch, really nice. And it gives you, look, you can even go like that in game versions if you want. That's really good as well. Can't knock that. It's a nice to have. Nice to have. The music player is amazing. All right. So you can go through the games. Yeah. You go through the games and you can play them all. Again, fantastic. And for Mortal Kombat fans like me, and I'm sure many of you are, then you'll love this option. You just will. Now, why is it a major letdown? Well, those are nostalgia blasts. And to use a wrestling terminology, or kind of wrestling metaphor, because I'm a wrestling guy, nostalgia only lasts a few weeks and then it's the norm, and it's not great again unless you've got something on top of the nostalgia to make it epic, which I thought was going to be online. Now look at the online options. You got cross region, no cross play yet. You better add it, I tell you, because you'll be struggling if you don't. Connection strength, yeah. Input lag, controls. That's it. Then you got quick match, right? And you can basically pick one of these games and have a match in one of them and try and find someone in. Well, it all looks good, OG. What are you moaning about? Wow. These fighting collections have been out for ages. Take a look at this Capcom screen right here. Okay? Capcom, you can select the games you want to play and search for all of them at once. So I can pick a range of Street Fighter games, or even 1, 2 or 3, or however many one I pick, and search for games in them. You can only do one at a time in this. So I gotta hope that someone's playing the one that I want to play, or I won't clash with them and I can't select multiple at the same time. Okay, Number 2, there is just quick match mode. Nothing else. No lobbies. You can't invite your friends. You can't have no ranks. There's no rank in it yet. Will there be? I don't know. Digital Eclipse. Let me say something to you. All these have been found for years in emulation and ROMs. And yeah, it's great. But your main fan base, like me, and perhaps like you, the bulk of them is probably predominantly an older generation who never had online back in the day in the arcade era. And you'd love to say, I'd love to play so-and-so at Mortal Kombat 1 at the arcade. Now granted, if you both quick matched it at the same time, you might get lucky, okay? So there is a way to do it. But most people want the online options. It's what feeds the games. It's what takes them. This, as it stands, being released like this, is so incomplete. You can't do that in 2025. This game now, looking back, is already dead on the Xbox. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. And all that lacked was no crossplay. That's it. And it's still struggling on Xbox. This has no crossplay. No selection of games, i.e. more than one. No lobbies. No ranks. What do you think most people want to do? They want to do that. Yes, you'll have fun for a week or two playing all offline. Okay, great. But people want to play online. That's what's going to keep your game going. That's why, look, I'm loving Street Fighter 6. It's amazing. I'm going to be staying on that and getting more embedded in it. It's incredible. And I know that's a newer game and this is a fighting collection. But these are things in 2025 that should be a given. I was playing Deadly Alliance and Deception back in the day. You know, alright, they weren't crossplay to be fair back then. But from day one, they had ranks, lobbies, invite friends, different variation modes. I thought we'd see some different things in it thrown in. Puzzle combat, chess would have been good. Which was Deception or Deadly Alliance. I think it was Deception. Good fun. Just throw them in. It's such a letdown. And to be honest, after the build-up and the hype and all the adverts that you've probably watched with me, it's really, really devastating because it's weak. It's weak. And not only that, let me tell you about the gameplay online. Currently. Now, this all could be fixed. But currently, the music breaks when you're online. It sounds like it's being played under a swimming pool out of nowhere. There's input delay for sure. I'm convinced of that. I was doing a stream of it the other day. And honestly, some of the uppercuts were just whiffing beyond belief. And I was like, what? There has to be some input delay on some of it. Okay? It's really, really upsetting. To be honest with you, hence the rant. You can't put a game out like that in 2025 that feels so, you know, thrown together and not thought through. My main gripe is I don't understand how all these guys don't get together. They must obviously go through this and design it and go, yeah, people are going to moan, you know. Yeah, complain. We need lobbies at least. At least. Just park ranked for now. At least have lobbies. And I bet when them lobbies come out, I bet they don't even have spectator mode. Which, by the way, was awesome. Everybody loves a bit of spectator mode, don't they? You learn off others, you see elite stuff, and you wait for your turn and try and pick the person who part is victorious. Winner stays on and all that. It's such a shame. Now, there are talk that they're going to fix these issues. But they shouldn't be talk in the first place. They should be done in 2025. I'm sorry. I love Mortal Kombat. I love Street Fighter. I'm a beat 'em up player kind of guy. I always have been. That's what's at my core. But you cannot put weak ass games like this out. They will be dead on arrival. Nobody will come back to them quickly. Now granted, if you put some major advertising out and say, hey, we fixed everything. Here's your lobbies. Here's your ranked. Yeah, people will probably come back. But unless you want to play offline and just enjoy the legendariness that is the Mortal Kombat series offline, you're going to be struggling. Now, granted as it stands, look, I did get quite a few online games, okay, with the problems that I've said. But I did get quite a few. But it was frustrating because I was like looking for certain games to go into to find people. Mortal Kombat Gold wasn't in there either. It's just a major letdown to me, and I've seen loads of reviews saying it's amazing, 9 out of 10. I'm like, what are you playing, bro? What are you playing? Do you just like playing offline? Because you can't like play. I'm an online guy. I love competing, you know that. So to me, having that not in there is a cardinal sin. You cannot do that in this day and age. So as it stands, it's weak massively. Now, what I will say is, it is awesome in terms of if just the nostalgia hits of offline, right? Look, I was a SNES player back in the day. Do you know what I mean? So obviously the arcade port is awesome. The CRT filters, they make you feel like you're in. You can turn that off, by the way, what's on your screen now. It feels like you're sitting in front of an old TV. And the arcade cabinets are similar, where you think you sit in front of an arcade. And it's so great to see this, that I used to see back in the day, this intro, going, oh my word. You know, I remember this game just like this. This was it to me, barring the arcade, which I did play it a bit. And look, it's still amazing. Don't get me wrong, okay? I can't totally hate the game. It's Mortal Kombat, for God's sake. Holy shit, it's Mortal Kombat. You know? It's insane. Come on. But as we just do some gameplay here, so you can see some. But it's such a flaw not having, you know. Now, offline, look, I'll give you this. Offline, there's not much delay. There's a little bit, but not much. But online, they felt to me like there was button bashing lag. And it just wasn't hitting right, okay? That's what it felt like to me, all right? So let's just get this cage out of there. Get out of there, cage. You know, they're full. So it's amazing just playing this now, right? And you can see some of the gameplay, right? Holding select will get you back. Quick game. And then you can easily choose another one. But to me personally, I'm just feel like you've just missed something massive, a massive opportunity to totally reinvent all these to me, these fighting collection games. They all miss the biggest trick that they could be. There's still loads of us out there who play these old games. So Street Fighter 6 is absolutely rammed. It's amazing. I love it. Okay. But if you made these in the same ilk, they would also be rammed. Lobbies and stuff would be rammed. I'm convinced of it. But if you don't have that option, you put a load of people off straight away. And there's that feeling of, you know, being let down. You're like, oh, what? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I thought this was... And it's not what you thought, you know? So, look, it's amazing to play it. But let's face it, you've probably all played on emulation at some point. And look, all in one place is still great. I can't totally hate this game. But again, to finish it, its weakness is so weak that I can only leave with feeling disappointed that I'm not going to have the full experience that I wanted to. When you advertise things like rollback netcode, suggesting you're going to put a lot of onus into online play, because that's what that essentially means. It's basically saying, we're going to put loads into this. We're going to make sure that you're going to love it online. You can't advertise rollback netcode and then not have lobbies. You can't do that. It's kind of like the ultimate letdown. So, look, for me, it's like a offline, thumbs up massively. Nostalgia hit, thumbs up massively. But they are short-lived. Online disaster. And that's why it's just not playable to me that much right now. I need online play. I'm sure there's some of you out there who don't. And I massively respect your opinion if you don't, thinking, oh, I don't care about online. I got Mortal Kombats. You know, I got Mortal Kombats to play. Brilliant. Totally respect your view. You should know what I'm like. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that I respect everyone's view and take it into account. Okay? But for me, missing that is just not good enough. And it's just a shame because this game could be an absolute elite monster. I mean, this game feels so smooth as well offline. It really does. Like the things you could put together online against this and see, you know, top quality players on this would be insane. But unfortunately, we're in a world where that's not going to happen. As it stands, my only thing I can finish with is, please fix this. Please fix the online mode. Please add all the things I've mentioned. You can save this game quick, but I don't know how you're going to do it because it's going to need a lot of work. Crossplay will go a long way as well, especially for the Xbox world. We don't have lots going on, so we're really going to need that support of crossplay. But look, on one hand, it's legendary, and it is an amazing collection, and it's almost still worth the coin just for the nostalgia and offline. but it's not going to last long. The second part is online is a current disaster. Please fix it and sort it out. That's my thoughts on it. I feel extremely let down, as you can probably tell by this rant. Anyway, that's enough for this one. Take care. Bye bye.